Pavel Durov, a name synonymous with privacy and secure messaging, is the founder of the popular messaging app Telegram. Launched in 2013, Telegram quickly gained attention for its focus on user privacy and security, attracting millions of users worldwide. Durov, often dubbed as Russia's Mark Zuckerberg, is a vocal critic of government surveillance and internet censorship, advocating for a free and open internet. Telegram's commitment to end-to-end encryption, a feature that scrambles messages in a way that only the sender and recipient can read them, has made it a preferred platform for activists, journalists, and those living under repressive regimes. However, this very feature has also drawn scrutiny from law enforcement agencies, who argue that it hinders their ability to investigate criminal activity. The recent detention of Pavel Durov by French authorities at Le Bourget airport near Paris sent shockwaves through the tech community and beyond. Durov was held under an arrest warrant related to concerns over Telegram's alleged role in facilitating illegal activities, including drug trafficking, child sexual abuse material, and financial fraud. French authorities accused Durov of failing to adequately address these issues on the platform, arguing that Telegram's lax content moderation policies contributed to the proliferation of criminal content. The arrest, which Durov labeled as politically motivated, highlights the growing tension between governments seeking to regulate the online space and tech companies championing user privacy and freedom of expression. The incident sparked a global debate on the balance between security and privacy in the digital age, raising questions about the limits of government power in the online world. Upon his release, Pavel Durov remained defiant, reiterating Telegram's commitment to user privacy and freedom of expression. Durov acknowledged that Telegram is not perfect, but the accusations made by the French authorities against him personally were deemed erroneous. The Russian-French tech entrepreneur stated that Telegram has an office in the European Union, EU, receives requests from the EU and processes them. Telegram has an official representative in the EU who accepts and responds to EU requests. Their email address is publicly available to anyone in the EU who searches Google for EU Telegram address for law enforcement, he said. He vehemently denied the accusations leveled against him, characterizing the arrest as an attempt to stifle dissent and curtail fundamental rights to privacy. In an official statement on Telegram, Pavel Durov, CEO of the messaging app, made his first statement since his arrest by the French government. In addition to providing an update on the situation, he also blamed the authorities for their wrongful actions while pointing out many inconsistencies in the process. Specifically, Pavel Durov argued that France has the right to request support for user issues by contacting them directly or through their official representative office in the EU. As a French citizen, I regularly visit the country's embassy in Dubai. Previously, when asked, I personally helped them set up a hotline to deal with terrorist threats, the Telegram CEO said. On the other hand, the process and laws put in place for the arrest were also opposed by Pavel Durov. The Russian-born billionaire said that if they are not satisfied with an internet service, the right course of action is to take legal action against that application, instead of pursuing personal responsibility. Using laws from the pre-smartphone era to prosecute CEOs for the actions of third parties is the wrong approach. Striking a balance between privacy and security is not easy, Pavel Durov opined. The founder of the project also admitted that the messaging app is not perfect. However, he disagreed with the authorities' assertion that it was a haven of chaos, as the team had tried to remove millions of harmful posts and channels every day. Pavel Durov was arrested by the French government late last month in an investigation into child abuse images, drug trafficking, and fraudulent transactions on Telegram. He was accused of condoning criminal activity but was later released on €5 million bail. He was released on bail on the condition that he report to a police station twice a week and not leave France. The charges against Durov included complicity in the distribution of child pornography and a series of other violations on the messaging app. The arrest also sparked a wave of criticism directed at Telegram, a popular platform with over 1 billion users. Tech companies are also increasingly paying attention to the legal liabilities their CEOs may face. This year, Meta successfully fought to remove Zuckerberg from the list of defendants named in a lawsuit filed by the New Mexico Attorney General against the corporation for failures in protecting children. In China and Russia, American tech companies sometimes even lay off their employees to avoid arrest. They are concerned that employees will be used as leverage to force companies to comply with political demands such as removing content that is unfavorable to the government. Durov argued that Telegram's end-to-end encryption, the bedrock of the platform's security architecture, is essential for protecting user privacy and safeguarding freedom of expression, especially in countries with authoritarian regimes. Durov's stance resonated with privacy advocates worldwide, who viewed the arrest as part of a broader trend of governments encroaching on digital liberties. They argue that forcing tech companies to weaken encryption or create backdoors for law enforcement would set a dangerous precedent, leaving users more vulnerable to surveillance and censorship. The encryption debate, a two-sided coin. The Durov case has reignited the long-standing debate over encryption and its role in both protecting privacy and facilitating criminal activity. On the one hand, encryption is a crucial tool for safeguarding sensitive information, protecting individuals from cybercrime, and ensuring the confidentiality of online communication. This is particularly important for journalists, activists, and whistleblowers who rely on secure communication channels to protect themselves and their sources. On the other hand, law enforcement agencies argue that strong encryption hinders their ability to investigate serious crimes, including terrorism, child exploitation, and organized crime. They contend that criminals exploit encrypted platforms to communicate and coordinate their activities, making it difficult for authorities to track and apprehend them. This dilemma has fueled calls for lawful access solutions that would allow law enforcement agencies to bypass encryption in certain circumstances, a proposal that privacy advocates argue would fundamentally weaken the security of encrypted communications. The future of Telegram: navigating a chaotic landscape. The arrest of Pavel Durov has cast a shadow over the future of Telegram, raising questions about the platform's ability to navigate an increasingly complex and hostile legal landscape. While the incident may have tarnished Telegram's reputation in some quarters, it has also reinforced its image as a bastion of privacy for its loyal user base. The app's popularity continues to soar, fueled by concerns over data privacy and government surveillance. However, Telegram and other encrypted messaging apps are likely to face continued scrutiny from governments worldwide. The debate over encryption, content moderation, and the balance between security and privacy is far from over. As technology continues to evolve and reshape the digital landscape, the challenge of balancing security and privacy will only become more complex and consequential. In a statement, Paris prosecutor Laure Becquot said Pavel Durov was formally charged with alleged crimes, including complicity in managing an online platform used by criminal gangs to carry out illegal transactions, a charge that carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. Other charges against Durov include facilitating fraud, money laundering, drug distribution, child pornography, and refusing to hand over user data to law enforcement investigations. Durov was released on €5 million, $5.55 million, bail. He was ordered to remain in France until the investigation is complete and must report to the police twice a week. Telegram's CEO's lawyer said it was absurd to suggest that the owner of Telegram should be held responsible for any abuse carried out on the platform, and affirmed that Telegram has complied with European laws related to digital technology. Tech tycoon Pavel Durov was born in St. Petersburg, Russia, holds Russian, French, UAE, St. Kitts, and Nevis, Caribbean country citizenship. He launched the messaging app Telegram in 2013, headquartered in Dubai, UAE. Telegram currently has more than 950 million users and aims to reach the 1 billion mark by 2025. Durov's net worth is estimated by Forbes at around $15.5 billion.